X is greater than 2.
Okay. Is 2 a solution?
No, because it's greater than, so it has to be at least 3.
Is 2.5 a solution?
Yes.
It is. Okay. All right. Now, we're gonna get more complicated than that. That was just me making some time so that I could find some problems to work on. Um, let's try something like this. All right, and that's a 2. You can ignore that on the left. Um, the variable does need to be on the left when you're done. And you can flip it now or later, doesn't matter.
Um, X is less than or equal to 2.
Okay, this is correct. A little more hesitation on that. Fill me in. Where do you feel like this was?
I was just getting slightly confused about the negative because sometimes you have to flip the sign, but that's
That's
just
right.
multiplication and division. So,
That's right. And that's what you're kind of referring to here. Now, is 2 a solution?
um, yes, it is.
Okay, yes, it is. How about -2?
No. Well, yes,
Negative.
yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so you gotta be careful there. All right. So you just hit on it. The only time you flip the inequality is when you multiply or divide by a negative.
That's what I keep getting messed up on.
So there's no way to like, you just have to, you have to just make some sense of this, but less than the flip, you know, in each direction. There's just a simple rule, and it's something you're just gonna have to work through. Um, so let's try another one here. This one you will have to flip the inequality. Well, and most of the time you will when you're working on a problem like this. So um, like here you would divide both sides by -5. What will that do to the inequality?
It would switch the sign.
Yeah, and I recommend doing that first before you manipulate the numbers because it's very easy to not not flip them.
P is less than 11.
That is correct. Okay, let me give you another one to try here. Just don't really like this one. This grouping here. It's kind of like the last one here. Let me make just a couple of modifications to it. All right. So let's make the -6 less than or equal to 36, please.
P is greater than or equal to -16.
Like this?
Yes.
That is correct. All right, is -17 a solution?
Um, no.
Is -15.9 a solution?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm seeing good stuff there. Let's do a few more of these. Yeah, they get a little more complicated. So this one's different. I don't know if these are representative of what you're teaching in class. I'm trying to build into the harder ones, which we'll now start tackling. So I'm gonna give that a try, please. Oh, sorry.
K is equal to or less than 12.
I'm sorry, one more time. K is,
Equal to or less than 12.
so you actually want to start by when you read it with the less than or equal to.
Oh, okay.
That's the proper way to do it. What you said wasn't wrong. Like, don't hear criticism, just hear that like there's kind of a preferred way of saying it. And that is correct. So, all right, let's get to some more challenging ones here. I don't know. This last time I was like, well, I don't know what kind of challenging one she's doing. Um, is it calculator free type thing? No
It
calculator? Okay.
may have be allowed to use a calculator, we may not. It all depends on what the teacher says. Sometimes we are, sometimes we're not.
All right, give this one a try. I gotta look for some harder ones because you're doing too well in these. And we'll talk about compound inequalities.
V is less than 7.
Like this.
Yes.
Okay, so here's another thing to think about here. I haven't checked to see if this is correct. We'll just assume it's correct. So let's say V is 6. We know that this is the solution. You can try that in here. 5, 1 minus 6 times 6. Okay. Um, the this is 36. 1 minus 36 is -35. 5 times -35 is well, it's whatever it is. It's -165. It should be a little bit closer to this number. It should more than certainly be the same sign. So I'm detecting that you may have had a sign error here or something. Did you multiply in by 5 or did you divide both sides by 5?
I divided both sides by 5.
Okay. So what is 215 divided by 5?
43.
43 equal greater than, sorry, greater than 1 minus 6v. And then what did you do next?
Because 1 is technically a positive one, you have to subtract 1.
I agree. That's well said. I wish most students knew it that way. All right. My guess is
Oh,
you
I
forgot
forgot.
about that. Yeah. Uh-oh. So go ahead and go ahead and modify your answer. Give me your new, better preferred answer here.
V is less than -7.
Okay, so now give me a number that is less than -7.
-8.
-8. All right. So the what I was trying to show you here, and it'll work better here because we know that if we try a number like -8, we should get something that's true. Now, this is not like a full proof or anything like that. It's just kind of like a reasonableness check of your answer. So 6 times -8 is -48. That negative makes it positive. So 1 plus 48 is 49. 5 times 49 is,
Uh, give me a sec.
well, it's 245. And this is not true. And it should be true if this is correct, which suggests we still have a problem here. It's kind of thing you were mentioning, and I guess I'm not seeing what's going. So when you divide by -6, it becomes -7 greater than V. That's what you told me, V less than -7. Okay, so why is what I'm showing you here not working? Well, that's weird. All right, forget that. Your answer is correct. I was hoping to kind of show you how you can sort of check your answer, but that didn't work out very well. So I apologize. Good job on that. Let me reset here with a new problem. Okay. Go ahead and solve this for us, please.
Y is greater than or equal to -5.
Good. Okay.
What I'm confused about is that do you switch the sign there?
Yeah, you actually switch it twice. That's what I'm gonna ask you. So when you divide by -6, you switch it, so it becomes less than or equal to, which is what did you get here? 17? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. And then when you add 3 to both sides, there's no change there. But now when you divide by -4, you switch it again. So you switch it every time, not just one time, every time you multiply or divide by a negative.
Okay.
Let me see a few more of these, and then we'll switch to compound inequalities, unless you tell me you've not seen any of those, which will make the lesson relatively short. Okay, here's another one to try. Just put something different in front of you.
I have never seen this before.
And that's what I was wondering, because this is not what you said, and I didn't know if you had seen anything like this. So we don't have to do this. Whoops. I was just kind of throwing something out at you. All right, now let me put a completely different question in front of you and see if you know how to do something like this. And you'll know right away. This is like figuring out, do you know how to graph the answer? Is that something you guys were doing in class, graphing the answers on a number line?
It's number 2. No, wait. No, it's not. It's number 4.
It is number 4, yeah. So the filled in circle always goes with these two. The open circle goes with these two. That's something to think about. Okay. This is a good, and you don't probably won't get any multiple choice. We'll just put this in front so you can maybe get it stretched. This is kind of a problem you've been solving, but then you've got to graph it. Will you give this one a try, please?
Yeah. One.
Okay. Why is it an open circle? Why isn't it the one below it?
Because it's not equal to sign. The like sign doesn't signify it can be equal to. So it
Okay.
has to.
All right. Here is another one for you to look at. I'm gonna ask you to solve this. Uh, See if you remember how to solve something like this. The 7 is just the prop numbers. You can ignore that, and you can ignore that too.
G is greater than 2/3.
It's a Q, but not super more. You said 2/3.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1/3 plus 1/2. You have to make a common denominator. Give that another try, please.
Yeah, but you have to cross cancel out the 1/2, making it a 2/1.
Uh, the common denominator.
Wait, my bad. I see
Yeah,
what I
try
did.
that one more time. You're doing something else, which works in another style of problem.
G is greater than 1/6.
So it's a 1/3 is 2/6. 1/2 is 3/6. You add the top, keep the bottom. You want to
Jesus.
try that one more time?
Yeah, my brain's dying today.
I know it's late. It's school first day back. Um,
Q is greater than 5/6.
right. Okay, so I think we found kind of a sweet spot here of some problems maybe to do. Um, Let me put another one of these fraction problems in front of you.
We've never done 3-step.
You're just combining these first, so we can do that off to the side here. Make a common denominator, which is 9. What does this become?
X is greater than 15/56.
Like this. So I just wanted you to combine the fractions here. 1/3 plus 2/9. Could you tell me what that becomes?
3 no,
Right. So,
9 plus 2 9 equals 5 9.
okay. So now you subtract the 5/9 from both sides. So you're making a common denominator here. Your common denominator ends up being 18. Why don't you try that one more time here? Yeah, this is definitely not correct on the right here.
X is greater than -5/18.
Right, so this is 15 over 18. The 10 over 18 is the answer negative. 15 is bigger than the 10. Should be 5 over 18. Do you think you'll get fractions in your test?
No.
Okay, we don't have to do any more of these. Um, all right, here is another one to try. Actually, let me make this a compound one. Have you been doing any problems like this where it would say like 12 less than -5x, -7 less than 28? These are called compound inequalities. Have you seen any of those?
No.
Okay, that's good. All right, why don't you try solving this for us, please?
X is greater than -7.
Correct. Okay, so if we hit the sweet spot of those problems that you're probably gonna actually see, I think you'll be in better case, better situation here. So here's another one. We got -2b minus 8 greater than -8. Something new to try. Figure out how to handle 0.
-2b is greater than 0.
Okay, keep going. How do you undo the -2?
You divide it by -2, so
Okay,
b is
what's the
greater than 0.
but didn't you multiply or divide by a negative there? Shouldn't that affect the inequality?
B is less than 0.
Yes. So easy to get off on that. So what else? Anything else that you feel like will be on the test? Just more of these?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me make a few more up. X divided by -4 plus 1 equals, sorry, greater than or equal to -5.
x is less than or equal to -21.
I think you gotta check your multiplication on that.
19.
So when you subtract 1 from both sides, that does not flip the inequality quite yet, so this is -6.
I was taught a different way. I was taught that you were supposed to get rid of the -4 first.
Okay, let's do it that way. You'll find that there's still an issue, but let's do it that way. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we're gonna multiply everything by -4. So that's x minus 4 less than or equal to 20. You have to multiply everything. It's not like a choice.
Oh,
Everything gets it.
then x is less than or equal to 24.
Yes. All right, let's try another one here. Minus 15 less than 11 minus 2t.
T is greater than -2.
Like this.
Yes.
So what did you do first? There's some sort of an issue here. Did you undo the 11?
Mm-hmm.
So subtracting 11 from both sides. They're same sign, so it'd be -26.
Wouldn't it be adding the 11?
The 11 is really positive. The negative goes with the 2 to the right here.
Oh, okay.
So this becomes t when you flip it less than 13. We'll do another one like this. All right, so here's your new problem here. 13 is what did I use in the previous one? All right, greater than or equal to 11 minus 4x.
X is less than or equal to 1/2.
Okay, good. Um, what about the sign? Isn't that the right sign? Sorry, I spoke too soon.
No. X is greater than or equal to 1/2.
If you're dividing by -4, you have a positive divided by negative. Yes, that flips the inequality. I was asking about the sign of the number, so it ends up being that x is greater than or equal to -1/2. I didn't see that the first time, but you missed the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, just be very careful. It's very easy to get going the wrong way. All right, let's try another one here. Let's go Let's go 4 minus 3y less than 6.
Y is greater than -1/6.
Okay, so did you subtract 4 from both sides?
Yes.
So it's minus 3y less than 2.
Yeah.
Then you're dividing by -3.
Yes.
So you flip the inequality. Y is greater than, though I got -2/3. Not seeing the, not quite sure about this. Maybe you did a divide, multiply or something. I'm not quite sure, but we'll keep doing a few more. The thing is, you're getting the easy ones right, the ones that I guess you probably see, but yeah, I'd like to make sure you can know how to do them all. Any questions on this?
No.
All right, let's do another one here. Let's go 7 minus 2p greater than uh, 9.
P is less than 0.
Okay, tell me what you did first.
Um, I added 7 to both sides.
That
Sorry,
seven's positive. Okay, so tell me what is 9 minus 7?
2.
Okay, and what do you bring down from the left side? What do you bring down here?
-2p.
Okay, is the -2 adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing?
Fine.
It's multiplying, so you undo it with division. So do you want to change your answer?
P is less than -1.
Yeah. Okay, let's try another one here. -12 greater than -6m plus 6.
M is greater than 3.
How confident are you in your answer?
Pretty confident.
Okay, subtracting 6 from both sides. You got -18 greater than -6m, divide by -6. Flip the inequality. You are correct. Good. Okay, let's try another one here. Um, okay, give this one a try, please.
n is less than or equal to -3/7.
Like this?
No, it's a negative.
-3/7. Okay, that is correct. Good. All right. Out of the problems we've been doing, which do you feel like you need more practice on?
Um, I would say the fractions because we haven't done them in class.
But do you think they'll be on the test? Like, wouldn't it be a
No.
good thing for us to work on? Yeah, and that's where I would, caution you. You don't want to spend energy on things that won't be there. Let's try a few more. Let's say it's an n over -2 minus 3 greater than 0.
N is less than 3.
What did you do first to solve this? Did you do the multiply by -2 thing again?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what you wrote
Oh, I
next.
forgot to do it by 3 because when our teacher taught it, she didn't do that.
The what you mentioned typically only is applied to like if it were a one-step equation, like if it were this, then you would definitely multiply both sides by -2, but not necessarily on this one. But yeah, go ahead and give that another look. Your answer was just slightly off.
N is less than 6.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Right, so yeah, there's a small error there. So that it becomes n plus 6 less than 0. Then you subtract 6 from both sides. Should be -6. Okay, let's do a few more of those. You can see that's kind of a pattern there. 4, we'll do this, we'll make it not too bad. X over 3, it's a 3. Sorry, that's terrible. Let me make that better. X over -3 less than -3. Yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, give this one a try. It's okay to multiply everything by the bottom. You just have to make sure you multiply everything and flip the sign, flip the inequality.
X is greater than -3.
Right, so if you multiplied everything by -3, you would get 12 plus X greater than 9. And then you subtract 12 from both sides and you get X greater than -3 like you have there. Good. All right, do you want to do one more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go n over -6 minus 3 greater than or equal to -2.
n is greater than, no, n is less than or equal to -6.
Guessing you multiply everything by -6, you get n plus 18 less than or equal to 12. Subtract 18 from both sides. You got n less than or equal to -6. All right, good job. I think you got it down. I mean, if you have some time between now and your test, you might want to look at the problems we did. We did a lot of problems, so that should clear it up. What's the main takeaway from tonight? What's the main thing to remember?
To remember to switch the sign.
Yeah, multiply or divide by a negative each time you switch inequality. All right, we are going to stop there for today.